Are we rolling? Yes, we are. What's up, guys? It's McKinley Crain here, and today I'm going to be doing a spoiler review of the movie of the 2018 film Bumblebee. Now, if you didn't watch my last video, let me explain. So, Bumblebee is like 2018 Transformers, pretty cool. That was directed by Travis Knight, and it was loved by critics and audiences alike. I personally would give it a 100%, equal to an A+. I loved it, and let's get on into it. So, if you didn't watch my last video, there's this war on, Cybertron. Decepticons meet the Autobots. The Autobots are, trying to escape, and, Optimus Prime sends Bumblebee down to Earth to, set up a base for them, a limited base, and he also tells them to protect Earth because the Decepticons find it. Then, both Earth and the Autobots and everything on Earth are screwed. Yeah, let's just put it that way. And this movie had really good emotions. It's about the main character, the two main characters. One is Bumblebee, and then the other is Charlie. Charlie is a teenage girl who is socially awkward and does not have a very good relationship with her parents. She has kind of a pathetic relationship with her parents, if you ask me. That's all resolved in the end, well, not exactly, but they grow closer and stuff. Anyway, so Bumblebee gets his voice ripped out by a Decepticon because the Decepticons find Earth anyway, literally 5 seconds after Bumblebee lands there. Woo! How'd they find that? Wow. Anyway, and then Bumblebee kinda gets in the wrong place in the wrong time and confuses the army. Bumblebee's no threat. He's trying to work with them. He doesn't want to hurt them. But they don't know that, and later Decepticons come, and they're just we're good, and then Bumblebee's evil, and they want Bumblebee, and it's really good. And Bumblebee actually gets his memory fried, for a short period of time. There were such good things about this movie, such good emotions. I really enjoyed this movie. It was heartbreaking to see Bumblebee leave Charlie in the end, but he had to. And there were, Bumblebee helps Charlie in ways. Bumblebee kind of helps show Charlie that she's not alone. She's not the only person who's lost somebody she loves. Bumblebee lost a whole bunch of friends in the War for Cybertron, and Charlie lost her father from a heart attack. Anyway, it's a really good film. The action is packed. The nostalgia is just so bright, flat out just awesome. I'm a teenager. I was not born in the 80s. I was born in 03, the 2000s. 15, yeah. 80s people 20, no, not 20s. What am I saying? 30s, 30s. 30s, somewhere around there, hold on. Yeah, somewhere around there. But a lot of 80s people would recognize the music. I recognize most of the music because I like to listen to 80s rock and a lot of 80s music and mostly the rock. There was Tears for Fears in this. There was the Smiths. There was a lot of songs, and Charlie wants a car in the movie. she just wants a car. Like, she kind of already has a car. It's the car that her dad used to own, but she couldn't fix that until the very end. She finally fixes it. It's like this really nice convertible. Anyway, so this film was just magnificent. It was like, the editing was like really good. Like, the story, the dialogue, the chemistry between characters. I've said that 5 billion times, but whatever, I'm going to say it again. Just everything about this movie was flat out fantastic. Like, it's going to leave a smile, it leaves a smile on your face. Like, just everything. Like, I enjoyed watching this. Like, I enjoyed seeing Bumblebee and, like, Charlie and Dan get revenge on that, like, that stupid brat bully by throwing toilet paper at her house, and then, like, Bumblebee, like, doesn't understand that you're not supposed to, like, fight out. You're only supposed to, like... Bumblebee doesn't understand that what they're trying to get him to do. Like, he's just like, oh, I put eggs on this car, and then he smacks the eggs, and then he actually smashes the chick's BMW, the mean chick's BMW. That was hilarious. This is a fun film. It's got some awesome action scenes. I think that the design for the Transformers is way better than it is in the other movies. Anyway, so Bumblebee almost dies in the end by saving Charlie. And, you know, it's got some really emotional moments. And later, when Bumblebee, like, in the final fight, when Bumblebee defeats the two Decepticons, like, he saves the general played by John Cena. And the guy played by John Cena, I forgot his name, like, he forgives him, and he sees that Bumblebee is just trying to help. Like, this film is, like, about friendship. It's about, like, just flat out, it's got like a moral. Like, Bumblebee helps Charlie in this film, like, and Bumblebee eventually gets his memory back. Yeah, and he has to go in there, and, like, you know, I said that 400 times, but 400 times. But I really enjoyed this film. Like, I loved it. It was, like, worth every second. It's not, like, my number one favorite film of 2018, but it's, like, up there in the top 10 or, like, top 20, top 15, you know. I really liked it. The soundtrack was amazing. Minus, like, one or two songs. Like, I also just really like the character of Charlie. Like, she just, like, she's just, like, a funny character almost. Like, and she also, like, I think the guy's name was Dan, but she befriends somebody in the movie, and, like, you know, it's like a setup, like, more than friends relationship, if you know what I mean. And in the end, like, yes, the Decepticons are defeated, and then we see Optimus Prime in a, like, post-credits scene. Anyway, and it's a really good movie. I would give it a 100%. Anyway, like, something about the socially awkward parents, like, they just, I think I said this before, but they just really don't understand Charlie. Like, what she needs, what she wants. They're just like, the mom is, like, oh, so protective, and she's just, like, oh, so, like, she's, like, ruining a lot of, like, things, fun things. She's like, oh, you're gonna bash your brains on your motorcycle. And yeah, motorcycles are dangerous, and that can happen. But, like, you know, don't really need to, like, well, it's not really, like, Charlie doesn't really drive a motorcycle. It's like, it is a motorcycle technically, but it's like one of those scooter things. Like, you don't have to have a license to ride it, but, like, you know, it's like, it's pathetic and funny and heartwarming. And her stepdad is just like, her stepdad just thinks that, like, she's depressed and she needs to smile more, but, like, and he thinks, like, oh, if I just, like, teach her to smile more, like, he kind of insults her in one scene on her birthday. Anyway, it's really good.